Eradicate. You have my complete support.
What brings you here this time?
Ooh, the stage will be mine.
Perk up, everyone! We've got the big scene today! An old steed in the stable, a hero past his prime. How closely does the fate of Master Tiger mirror Mr. Sung Huang's own struggles in life?
Hey, did you really need to emphasize the old and past his prime parts? Where exactly is the similarity?
You're missing the point. An old steed, I mean the sentiment, heroism, a heart full of righteousness and courage. Attention, everyone! Make sure to capture all of Mr. Sung Huang's magnificence!
So that means I don't have much screen time, right? Phew, thank goodness. I can finally focus on investigating the miasma.
Miss Fufu, don't get distracted. We're about to roll. Action!
Master Tiger and Young Tiger venture deeper into the heart of Mount Purgation, drawing closer to the truth behind the Purgation Bell, and to an even greater threat.
Mr. Tung Huang, you've always been well respected among Tiger Thyrans.
Among Tiger Thyrans? And how many of our kin are still left in New Eridu?
That's true. Many that I used to be in contact with have vanished without a trace. But that just makes it all the more heartening to see our kin excel in all walks of life.
You've only been with the crew for 2 days and you've already picked up how to smooth talk? You're also a distinguished disciple of Yunque Summit, right? I've heard the master of Swabian Temple is a very powerful individual.
Shifu is very powerful. She also saved my life. If Shifu hadn't brought me back to the mountain when the Tiger tribe encountered a great disaster...
Oh? So it was your Shifu that took you in then? Well, you're lucky. But who's to say whether it's fortune or misfortune that we survived that disaster?
The forbidden artifacts must not be used.
But what choice do we have?
It may be the Hollow or the will of the heavens that claims us, but it can never be.
I'd say... it's fortune. We get to experience the world that our kin, family, and friends never will.
Fufu, stay alive!
From now on, you'll live in their stead.
But we must also bear the pain that they cannot.
The laws of our people shall not be broken.
Yes, that's why I started training at Yunque Summit. What about you, Mr. Tung Huang? You have your convictions too, don't you?
Convictions? I just don't want to follow in the footsteps of our kin. What meaning is there clinging on to convictions in the face of life and death? In this world, it's eat or be eaten. You didn't think the entertainment industry would be any different, did you?
We did give up a lot because of the Hollow. But surely there are things worth holding on to, even when faced with life and death.
Do all mystics speak with such grandeur?
The true meaning of the scriptures is always hard to understand. But I think the reason we train and meditate is to fight for the things worth holding on to.
Our two heroes, the camera is ready to roll.
In the Hollow Era, demons and monsters ravaged the land. Evil spirits plagued the world. The court was corrupt with decadence. The martial world stood leaderless. Bandits ran rampant, and people suffered unbearably. However, there are always righteous warriors, drawing their swords and wielding their blades, standing for justice and chivalry.
The monsters are here!
Run!
Papa! Mama! Where are you? What evil dares to befoul this place? I am Jufufu of Yuanquai Summit. Prepare to meet your doom!
Master G! Master G is here! We're saved!
Master, please save my daughter. She's still trapped in the village.
Fear not, good people! Master Ju is here! There will be no suffering where I stand! Only justice!
Master G!
Master G!
Master Ju is
What
here,
is
and clear skies will follow!
going on with the
Master G!
tail?
Master G!
Rest here a while. Time is of the essence. I shall rush to the rescue! What? Run!
But where can we go?
Hurry! We've got to save these people first. Change his mind.
I won't betray your trust.
Oh, we caught him.
Demons! Demons! Help!
They're ethereals, not demons.
Help me!
Don't leave me alone here.
Live on, my child.
These wretched fiends. Such atrocities. I will not let them go unpunished!
Get rid of them.
everyone? Are you all right?
Oh, head. So dizzy.
I feel like I fought Miss Fufu for 2 hours.
The equipment... it's all broken. And the film is burnt.
It's probably because the ether concentration got higher than the equipment could handle.
Oh, forget about the darn equipment! If it weren't for you, we'd all be lost in the hollow. To think that producer promised me a completely safe filming environment.
I looked around, but there are still some crew members I couldn't find.
Right, both the producer and Sung Kwang are missing, as well as other colleagues.
I suspect... No, I'm certain this was no accident. The Exaltists are behind this.
I couldn't care less about the producer's survival, but he has the remaining funds for the film!
But you've all been exposed to highly concentrated ether for too long. You need to leave the hollow as quickly as possible. I'll escort you out first. Mr. Director, please arrange medical assistance for everyone before the corruption symptoms worsen. I'll come back with other disciples of the temple and look for the rest of the crew. I'll also get in touch with the association's rescue squad.
Thank you, Miss Fufu.
That's an interesting error. Someone forgot to put the beginning of the parentheses. As well as forgot to put a space between billion and hand and an S in hand. Hands.
Faithless souls cannot ascend the stairs to sanctuary, but there's always some kindling in dust more special than others.
This voice... it's the Exaltist speaker.
Miss Fufu, I'm honored to have you attend my performance, yet you refuse to cooperate. I regret that I must temporarily break this wonderful illusion and discuss the terms of our deal in this cruel and boring reality. The deal is simple. Trade your life for the lives of the crew. The hollow coordinates have been logged in the flash drive. Come alone, or else. I know villains are not to be trusted, but you have no choice.
Wouldn't be surprised if this happens to be the actor.
Eradicate all. Good day?
I can help you.
Ooh, we really harmonize.
I really wish you didn't want me to constantly remake a team. It's really quite annoying. Show 'em out. Show 'em on it. I'm only adding Astro Yal. It's a pain in the butt.
Death, existence and annihilation, brilliance and decay, bliss and suffering, all shall return to the Creator.
My hook! Quit the act!
Blessings are granted without bias, thus ignorance is mankind's sin. Those who squander such grace must be refined.
Me and my Jufufu have dealt with countless evils!
The flickering flames of the kindling illuminate the steps for the sanctuaries chosen. Even the most faithless dust shall bask in its glory.
Lose yourself in the music! Hope everyone's okay. We gotta hold on! I'll take the mark. We've got him!
One step further, and you may shed your mortal sins. But the gate to the final domain does not open without refinement.
Nothing breaches my defense.
It's so cold. May the Creator refine us.
What was that about? Everything with him. Mr. Movie Star.
Our two heroes. You must be exhausted. If Tiger Thyrans weren't so rare, if the bell wasn't so demanding, I wouldn't have had to go through all the trouble of staging this grand performance, just to lure you both into my trap. Though I must say, I'm surprised that our little cub actually has some claws, unlike a certain paper tiger. Our sect has suffered greatly. Capturing Yishuan's prized disciple is no easy feat.
I know I wanted a stereotypical villain as a cover, but your lines and character are just a little too villainous, don't you think?
When faced with one's death, is that not when they throw reason to the wind?
You don't actually think you're some sort of fated, chosen antagonist or something, right? Your boss is gone, your organization is in shambles, and yet you just so happen to stumble upon a treasure of the Tiger Thyrans while walking through the hollow? You're unbelievably stupid. Are the only things rattling around in that head of yours lines to suck up to your creator?
Silence! I should have purified that tongue of yours with the flames of refinement.
Cover? Tiger Thyran treasure? What are you talking about, Mr. Tsang Huang?
The Tiger Bane Bell, a specialized W engine capable of resonating with and catalyzing ether. It boosts the user's abilities at the cost of a Tiger Thyran's life. That's the information you have, right, Mr. Villain?
Criminals using criminals. What a cliché plot twist.
Cliché indeed. Which is why it only works on fools. The Tiger Bane Bell was crafted by my dead kin. Such cruel technology can rapidly catalyze the victim's life energy inside a hollow, at the cost of turning them into an ethereal, of course. And if the victim is a Tiger Thyran, the wielder can even consume the victim's ether aptitude and life energy to strengthen themselves.
I remember now. But wasn't that a forbidden relic of the Tiger Thyrans? It should have been lost in that disaster all those years ago.
It is indeed a forbidden weapon of our people. What I told you wasn't a lie. But I didn't tell you the whole truth either. The user must be a Tiger Thyran, and they must also have an ether resonance that matches that of the victim. Such restrictions are what prevent this powerful tool from being abused by villains. We Tiger Thyrans aren't foolish enough to create a tool that could be used against us.
There's no reason to preserve such cruel technology.
Cruel? Yes, it's cannibalistic and cruel. But life in and of itself is cruel, little tiger of Yunque Summit. We never had the courage to face such harshness until the downfall of our kin. So after this, I'll be the only one who must live with this cruelty.
What are you two yammering on about? Seems like you've completely forgotten about me, the villain. I'll use this Tigerbane bell right now and send you both on your way. What? Why isn't it working?
You just don't listen, fool. Your part as the villain is coming to an end. But before that, do me one last favor. Help me defeat this outstanding disciple of Yunque Summit. I don't think she's so kind-hearted that she'll simply let me devour her. Eat or be eaten. That's the way of the world, Jufufu. Indeed. Driving the tiger to devour the wolf. A sandpiper and a clan locked in a struggle, only for the fisherman to claim the prize. A mantis stalking a cicada, unaware of the finch behind it, waiting to strike.
Hello, out of the way! An opening!
These classic plots never get old.
I got this.
But I think I prefer playing the villain.
I'll take point.
Give up. Rather than becoming food for the ethereals, why not nourish your own kind?
Heads up.
Witness the magic.
Isn't that more in line with your so-called righteousness? Yunque Summit's proud disciple.
Is dedicated to the world.
Otherwise, wouldn't that be a waste of the grand hero's story?
Surrender now. You've gone too far.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow, incredible.
Quite on set.
Why didn't you just finish me?
Because true heroes stand tall for justice.
Seems I've lost, you lucky child. I put on such a great performance. But in the end...
Putting on such a show, taking so many lives, all just to steal my power?
When all careful plans fail, it all comes down to one fatal miscalculation. I knew all Yunque Summit disciples were good, but I didn't think you were this good.
I'm a senior of Swapian Temple, Tiger Thyran Jufufu, the righteous heroine, Master Ju. Oops, I didn't mean to say that last line.
That's a fantasy. It's
You're
double.
really into the role, aren't you? Let's finish the scene then. Come, Victor. Use the forbidden artifact stained with the blood of our kind, the Tigerbane Bell, and devour me.
Who would want to devour you? You look like a villain who's hard to stomach.
Hard to stomach. Do you think I've been eating nothing but good food on my journey?
So you murdered the real Mr. Tsang Huang with the Tigerbane Bell, right?
I siphoned the life of our kin and stole the power within their flesh, along with all the hatred, suffering, and anger. Eat or be eaten. That's how I've come this far.
You want to live this way, even at the cost of hurting your own kin?
Eat or be eaten. You'll understand soon, Jufufu.
I don't understand, and I don't agree with it. If we have to live by devouring the flesh of others, then why? Why do we fight so desperately to stop the Hollow from devouring us?
It's because of these so-called ideals and principles that the Tiger Thyron settlement was swallowed by a Hollow. If we'd only used the Tigerbane Bell that day, that ethereal would have been...
There is no if only. When I was young and would remember that night, crying and saying if only, that's what Shifu would tell me. Sacrificing the lives of one's kin in order to save the rest. Is that doing the right thing? Nobody can say. The good at that moment, the evil at that moment. Perhaps it's all just a matter of a single thought. A single thought leaves behind so many regrets, so many what-ifs, and so much sacrifice and love. There is no if only. I've stopped dwelling on the rights and wrongs of the past. All I know is that here and now, I have to do what's right.
How do you know that my choice is wrong?
Shifu also taught me another lesson. Know when to stop reasoning with the bad guys. You couldn't beat me today, so you have no choice but to take my words as a given. Maybe one day I'll be able to answer your question, or maybe I won't. But until some other powerful villain takes my life, I'll continue doing what I think is right. I won't devour you, nor will I take your life. I'm handing you over to public security and making sure you receive judgment in the name of the righteousness that you so despise.
Jufufu.
Huh?
I hate your name. It makes me feel you've had too good a life this far.
I like my name. It does make me feel like I've had a good life so far.
I think there's... Hopefully it's a connection issue.
You've grown a lot, Fufu.
You're making me blush, Shifu. Though, what are you referring to? My fighting? Magic? Or tactics?
I'm talking about your skill in lecturing villains on morality.
Shifu, you're making fun of me again.
It's an important skill for us good guys to have. Making your grand entrance with an impressive line and exiting with righteous words. Isn't that exactly the kind of hero you aspire to become, Fufu?
Maybe being a great hero or a legendary figure doesn't always mean you have to be impressive, brave, or even powerful. Maybe doing the right thing is more important than becoming a hero.
Master Fufu.
Huh? Yes, Shifu?
Remember to feed the bird for me.
That's impressive. So you crushed the schemes of the Exaltus and Master Tiger just like that?
No need to praise me. Shifu's actually been secretly watching over me all this time. That's how we always managed to get away safely. So even if I ran into a situation I couldn't handle, Shifu would have stepped in and taken care of it.
Master Fufu's prowess is rivaled only by her humility. Since Shifu never showed up, doesn't that prove you're already a capable hero in your own right?
Junior Wise, don't call me that! Plus, I realize that rather than being called Master Fufu, I much prefer being everyone's senior disciple Fufu. So don't be afraid when you encounter demons or evil spirits. Senior disciple Fufu will always be there to defeat them.
And that is all she wrote. See you next time for whatever CCC brings forth.